Hi Cancer, welcome to your What Does Spirit Want You to Know reading. This is my favorite reading because we don't limit Spirit on what it is that they have to say to us. So we're going to dig right into it. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, I thank you so much for my friends born under the sign of Cancer. I ask you, what is your message for them? Your message specifically for them. We thank you for clear and concise messages. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Please show us clearly, what is your message for our friends born under the sign of Cancer? Okay, guys, let's see what Spirit has to say. This is your current energy surrounding you. Queen of Water, that's you showing up in your own reading. What's crossing you? Strength. The underlying energy, the root reason for where you are is the King of Air. Your recent past is the Six of Fire. Your crowning energy is the Four of Water. Near future is Five of Fire. Your attitude toward things that are going on right now is Five of Air. Outside influence, Queen of Air. Hopes and fears, Page of Earth. And your potential outcome is the Six of Water. Okay, so we're going to dig right into that and see what's going on here. We're starting out with the Queen of Water as your current energy, right? So the Queen of Water has been through some things. She is the nurturer. She loves herself unconditionally. This is not gender specific, but because it's a queen on here, I'm talking she. So she loves herself unconditionally. She loves others unconditionally. She understands total self-acceptance. And that's where you are right now, Cancer. You're in a place where you've decided that you're valuable and you're worthy, right? You're valuable and you're worthy, and you understand this about yourself, so much so that you can sit on the throne of the Queen, because now not only do you love yourself this way, but you can distribute this love, this unconditional love, this unconditional acceptance to others also. So what's crossing you is strength. So the crossing card for me can either be a little bit of a bump forward, or it can be something that holds you back. I feel like in this case it could be either or for you. I feel like it's more of a bump forward, but there could be tinges. Anyway, we're going to get to that. So anyway, the Strength card is about inner strength. It's about inner peace. It's about the ability, basically like that, to understand who you are, but not only understand who you are and love yourself and accept yourself, but it's because you have a deeper understanding of your connection to the Creator, to everything that is. You understand that, and it gives you this power deep inside of you that helps you to see things a little differently than you have before. And it helps move you. If it's a bump forward, it's helping to move you forward, right? If you're not there yet, this is what's tripping you up, is to truly understanding your power as being connected with the Creator. We're all connected, right? We're all connected, but we're not separate from our Creator. And there's a lot of intrinsic power that we're born with that we aren't even aware of. And it comes whenever we get to this place where we understand and love ourselves and accept ourselves. It seems like little by little all these other things start opening up in us as we solidify that connection with Spirit, with our Creator. Okay, so Why are you where you are right now? This is the King of Air. So the King of Air is about truth. He's about intellect. He separates facts from fiction. He separates his emotions from the things that he does. He does not allow his emotions to rule him. He doesn't want anybody come and bring him any kind of woo-woo stuff. He doesn't want anybody blowing smoke up his rear end, nothing like that. He wants to operate in the way that that's best for everybody based on facts and the truth, right? So this is what this card for me in this reading, this root energy is always a result of something in the recent past. So in the recent past, you've had some kind of victory in your life. The Six of Fire, fire's the same as the wands, right? The wands are about purpose, passion, inspiration, creativity, and communication with spirit, right? So, but the Six of Wands isn't paraded through the streets because they had a beautiful life and everything was fabulous. No, they're paraded through the street and they're acknowledged and they're honored because they've been through a lot, because they've overcome a lot of things in their life. So this particular depiction of it, I love it because all these other hot air balloons in this picture, right? They're just floating along. But this one, this is where you are. You're walking in victory because you said, I can carry my own ship. I don't need to wait for a ship to come in. I create my ship and I carry it with me, right? Everybody's waiting for their ships to come in. Everybody's waiting for everything in their life to be beautiful before they can be happy. You're saying, no, I'm happy. I'm going to be happy and I'm going to create my own ship and bring it with me. And that's a truth. That's this truth that you found. Okay, so I can't help but connect this with all those other readings. I feel like the energies, I just stay connected with the same group of energies. There was a reading that we did about your story's important to tell, Cancer. Whether you were the one who betrayed somebody or whether you were the one who betrayed somebody. Whether you were the one who betrayed somebody or you were betrayed by somebody. Either way, whichever the sign of the coin that is, there's a truth in you that needs to come out. And that's why you are where you are, because you've decided, you know what? He cheated on me or she cheated on me, but that doesn't define who I am. That just is a representation of who they are. I can continue to walk forward with dignity, integrity, or whatever, all those things. Or if you were the one who did betray somebody, then you're like, okay, yeah, that was a stupid mistake. I'm an idiot. I shouldn't have done it. I lost everything because of it. Boy, did I learn a lesson. You have some remorse or whatever. But you don't allow yourself to get either way, whichever one you are, you don't allow yourself to get bogged down in the emotions of it. Am I saying you don't experience the emotions of it? No, I'm not saying that, because we have to go through it. We have to go through it, go through the grieving process, the loss process, all that stuff. We have to go through it so that we can release it. But once we're on the other side of that, right? Then we're like, okay, that's it. It's over with. I am going to go on with my life in this way because I know my truth is that's what's best for me. I'm worthy of a good life. This is your current energy. I'm worthy of a good life. This doesn't define me. So, and this is your crowning energy, and I love it because it's like Spirit saying, this is the same as the Four of Cups, right? So in the Four of Cups, in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck, the guy's sitting under the tree with his arms crossed, and he's staring at these three cups in front of him. He's staring at the hurts, all the hurts that ever came to him. And he's so focused on that he doesn't see the gift that the universe is offering him. In the Everyday Tarot deck, this is the one that I use for our PS at the end. So if you're not sure what a PS is, stick around to the end, you'll find out. In that particular depiction, the little guy's sitting under the tree, and he's got his arms crossed, same way, but he's looking at the other cup. It's like somehow or another they got his attention and he sees it. But in this deck, and this is your crowning energy, this is your higher self, this is your guides, this is your angels, your archangels, the Holy Spirit, whoever it is that you deal with. Look, they're saying, Cancer, you are the pearl of great price. Here, we're giving it to you. They're helping you understand. They're helping you understand this on such a deep level that whatever has happened in your past is your past. Again, victim or perpetrator, it doesn't matter. Whatever has happened in your past is your past. You have the opportunity to move forward in a different way. Now, I know sometimes some people can hear what I'm saying and hear me saying, it doesn't matter if you ever hurt anybody. That's not what I'm saying. It does matter. And believe me, what we do to others, it comes around to us, right? It comes around back to us. But in the meantime, are you going to do it today? No, you're a different person right now. You're a different person, so you're walking forward in a different way. You're walking forward in your value. This is what your spirit team is wanting you to understand. You have value to walk forward in. You gained something from that experience, right? That's why that story needs to be told. In the near future, you're going to the 5 of fire. Okay, again, fire's the same as the wands. So in the wands, that card shows off as conflict, competition. Everybody's passionate about their own opinion. Everybody's passionate about what it is that they have going on, and they think you should be passionate about their thing too, or they're passionate about how you should handle things, whatever that is. But in this particular deck, you're like, it doesn't matter what everybody else thinks. Nobody else has had the experience that I've had. Nobody else has walked through this in the same way that I did, understanding things the same way that I did, because I was brought up differently than everybody else, or because my, okay. If you're listening to this and you're a woman, we're both women. We both had a mom. That doesn't mean that anything else in our life has been the same. So just because there are commonalities between people doesn't mean that somebody else knows how you should handle your business, because they didn't live your life. They didn't live in your house when the door was closed at night. They didn't live in your space whenever you were sitting all alone having your conversations with God or the Creator or Source, whoever. They don't know your heart. They know what we allow them to know, right? They know what we allow them to know, but that's the extent of it. You can live with somebody for a lot of years and not know who they are. You can actually live with somebody for a lot of years and not know who they are. So this is where you're going in the near future, where everybody else's idea of what you're supposed to do is going to be irrelevant to you, because you're going to rely on your conversations with the Creator, the Holy Spirit, the angels, the archangels, your guides. That is going to be your connection. That is going to be your GPS. That is going to be your counsel within yourself, right? It's the counsel within yourself and your connection to your guides. That's how you're going to move forward. That's where they're bringing you to. So your attitude toward all this, right, is the key, is the 5 of air. The 5 of air has risen above so much. She's risen above all those worries that she had in the past. She's risen above the feelings of betrayal. She's risen above, I say the feelings. This is not about feelings. This is about thoughts, right? But whenever we allow those thoughts to ruminate in our head, they go down and they cause more emotions about it. It's like we relive it, and we don't just relive it in our mind. It relives it in our heart too. So you've risen yourself above that, where you've decided to take your thoughts captive, and you're going to walk in your truth. You're going to love yourself unconditionally, no matter what happened. Again, victim or perpetrator. You're walking ahead in your truth and forgiving yourself, forgiving the other person, understanding that to hold on to all that does not benefit you. So you're walking forward in a different way. And you've risen above all of those This is the Five of Swords. Is they name that card conflict and defeat, right? You no longer feel defeated. If you were the victim, you're like at a place where, I don't want to say their loss, whoever betrayed you or betrayed your trust or whatever. I don't necessarily want to say their loss, but in a way, that's kind of how you feel. That's kind of where you are, except that you're not going to allow yourself to hold on to the resentment either, or the any of that, because you know what it does to you physically and spiritually, right? So you've risen above all of that. So your outside influence is the Queen of Air. But the word that I saw when I looked down is wisdom. This is where my eye was drawn to. It's the wisdom, right? It's the wisdom of whatever this was, whatever this victory was, however you, whatever information you got that helped you understand that you can walk in victory. That's what your outside influence was. It's the wisdom. It's your ancestors, your passed on loved ones, your guides, your angels, the archangel, all of them downloading you with wisdom about this so that you could move past it. Your hopes and fears is that you can create for yourself a whole new reality, right? Is that you're ready to walk into a new life for yourself. The earth, the page of earth is like a new lease on life. It's like a new lease on life, on understanding that this physical world is going to show up for you however you decide it's going to show up for you. Yes, things happen for us that are out of our control, but it's not what happens to us. It's what we do with what happens to us, right? So you've decided that you're going to do something different. You're not going to play the victim. You're not going to play the beating yourself up all the time perpetrator of betraying somebody's trust. Whatever it is, perpetrator sounds like a really strong word, but when you betray somebody's trust, you're perpetrating a betrayal on them. So even if it's just something as simple as speaking outside of the confidence. Somebody told you something in confidence and you speak it to somebody else, you're a perpetrator of betraying somebody's trust. So I know perpetrator sounds really strong, but it reaches across a big old whatever space of things. It covers a big space of things. So this guy right here, this is your hope and your fear. You're hoping to find your new lease in life, to walk it out in this world. You're hoping to start anew, right? You're willing to work hard for it. You're willing to do the things that you have to do to bring the reality that you want into your life. Your fear, for some reason, is that you're not going to be able to. So, because of hope and a fear, this is hope and fear, and with every hope is a fear. Okay, so your outcome is the 6 of water. So why? We're going to get clarity on this about why is this the outcome, because the 6 of water is where we kind of we go through a time where it's kind of, for me, and especially this depiction, is almost kind of like in a hermit feel, like you're going to go within, you're determined, right? This right here, this energy right here, combined with this energy right here, it's like you have done a lot of work, and they're bringing you to a deeper level. They're bringing you to an even deeper level of understanding who you are. And it looks like you're going to contemplate things, right? You're going to contemplate things. You're going to be able to look down into this water, and what you see down there is not even who you are anymore, because you used to be the victim, and today you're not. Today you're worthy of something so much better than that. You're not allowing yourself to be the victim. You used to be the perpetrator. You found a an understanding of how your actions really do affect other people. And so you've got some different feelings about that. And in this particular deck, excuse me, she is enclosed by some very deep, solid earth, maybe caught between a rock and a hard place, right? About how she's going to move on, how she's going to bring this into her reality. So she's doing a lot of contemplating. But we're going to find out, we're going to get some clarity on that right now and find out exactly what it is that they mean with that card. We contemplate our past. Six of Water, same as Six of Cups. It's about nostalgia. It's about people coming back from our past relationships. It's about all kinds of things. Our past lives even, in some cases. But whatever it is for you, I feel like it has to do with more reflection on your part about where you're headed and how you're going to bring this new life into your reality. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, show us clearly, why is the Six of Water showing up as the outcome? Can you explain that to us, for us, in a little more detail? Give us some context, please. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity. We thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. And we thank you for clear and concise messages. Why is this Six of Water showing up for Cancer as an outcome, please? Okay. Yeah, because you're ready to start this new journey. And so it's like you're in preparation mode. This is like preparation mode for you, okay? Because this right here, this is where you're wanting to go. And that's exactly why you're doing this contemplation, because you're trying to decide, who am I? Let's just say, for example, that you've been in a marriage for 30 years and all of a sudden he leaves or she leaves for some love that they've been with for 4 or 5 years and you didn't even know it. So you have felt victimized, rightly so, right? But you've gotten to a point now where you're ready to, you understand that's, you understand now that it does not dictate who you are. It does not determine what your life is going to be like. That you determine. Again, it's not what happens to us, it's what we do with what happens to us, right? So you've gone down that journey and you're getting to a point where you're tired of hearing what everybody else has to say. That's where Spirit's bringing you, because people are still trying to tell you what you should do, how you should do it, and all that other stuff. But you're here, they're bringing you here in the near future where you're going to say, nope, I have my connection with Spirit. I understand my journey. I'm walking it out the way they guide me to walk it out. You're going to take your own counsel. Okay, and this wisdom is going to play a big part. This wisdom, the communication. Swords are also about communication. So the communication that you get from your guides and everything, that's going to play a big part in how you walk this out. So this is your hope and fear, and right now you're contemplating, and that's the context they put on it. It's because there's that younger energy again, starting a whole new life, bringing something. The Fool card is the beginning of a new journey, right? It's the whole beginning of a new journey. And while you're ready to do it, you're wanting to figure out, how am I going to show up? Who am I? What do I even love about life? It's like all of a sudden you're free to figure out who you are, because all this time you've been somebody's wife, somebody's mama, somebody's husband, somebody's dad, somebody's employee or whatever. And now you have the opportunity to be whoever you want to be. And it's going to be a joy for you to figure it out. And that's what Spirit's message is to you, is that you're on the right track. You're on the right track. You've been taking the right steps. And now you're in a contemplative mode, and they are continuing to communicate with you. This is the deck I use, the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed. A lot of people always want to know that. To clarify, I use the Arcanum Tarot. And I'm fixing to pull the PS. And while I'm shuffling, I want to tell you guys, thank y'all so much for being a part of this community. I am so grateful for all the people that are active in this community, all the subscribers, all the people who watch the shares, the comments, the likes. I am very grateful. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your journey, and thank you very much for being a part of mine. And if you're a passerby, it was nice to have you here. We have the PS. It's the very last part of our reading, and we'll see what they have to say there. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, please show me clearly what is the PS that goes with this message. Can you please show me the PS that goes with this message for my friends born under the sign of Cancer? Okay. Yeah. So right now, they're saying right now, even though you're here, right? Even though you're here. And so remember earlier I said this is what's crossing you, and the crossing can either be a bump forward or it can be a trip up. So they say, your Spirit's saying, you understand your value. You understand your worth. You understand self-acceptance and total acceptance of others and who they are and whatever their life is going to be. You understand all that. You've come to that place. They're wanting to pull you deeper into this inner strength, that you understand your connection with them, and that you're not separate from them, that they are a total part of who you are, and they're constantly talking to you. And right now, so I said this could be a bump forward or a trip up. I feel like right now, for those of you who aren't being moved forward yet, it's because this is too much in your space. There's a group of you out there that there's still too many people trying to speak into your life and tell you what to do. Look, maybe even me. We don't give our power away. We should never give our power away. I've said that before in other readings. Not even to Cheryl. Not to anybody. Don't give your power away, because you are connected, and that's where they're bringing you to. This is the same card. So it's like, this is where you are. This is where they're bringing you to. You have a lot of people talking to you, talking in your ear about what you should do, how you should get revenge, and all that other stuff. And Spirit's saying, listen to us. Let us be the ones to guide you. Each one is representative of one of your spirit team. Let us guide you. We want to be the ones that walk you through, because we know your journey. These people don't know your journey. You're the Emperor. Cancer, this is the Emperor, right? He's the culmination of all the kings. This is the strength that you have within you, right? This is part of that strength, is that you're a culmination of every king. You are resourceful. You have mastered resourcefulness. You are intelligent. You've mastered intelligence. You are emotionally intelligent and unconditionally loving to yourself and even to the others, even to the people who have hurt you. You've mastered that, and you are passionate about what's coming up for you, about wanting to bring this new journey into your life. That's why you're being so reflective right now, and I feel like what they're saying is that's good. That's a good place to be, because when you know who you are and when you know what you want, you'll be able to walk it out into your reality there, and you won't have to worry about it not coming to fruition. So you are the Emperor. You have everything it takes in your life, Cancer, to walk this out for yourself. There's that King of Air, the King of Swords, right? It's the same energy. So this is the root cause of why you are where you are, because you finally got this truth. You wrapped your mind around the truth of the matter. Again, whichever way it was, whether you were the one who was hurt or you were the one who hurt someone else, you wrapped your mind around the truth of the situation and what hanging on to it does for you, and what letting go of it does for you. You've wrapped your mind around that, and now you're moving forward in a whole new way. Cancer, I'm really excited for you. I see that this right here, most valuable place that you can be right now, according to Spirit, and I agree. Sometimes we just have to sit still and decide who we are. Some of us, you know, if we've been somebody's mom or somebody's dad or somebody's husband or somebody's wife or whatever for so many years, and now all of a sudden we're just, you know, okay, who am I? What is it that I like to do? What are the things that make my heart sing? That's what she's figuring out right here. What is it that makes my heart sing? What are those things when I was 4 or 5 years old that just absolutely tickled me to pieces? Do they still do that for me? What is it? Cancer, I'm really excited for you. I can't wait to hear in the comments, if it's not too personal, what's going on. And until next time, y'all go out and have a super duper day. Bye.